Welcome to CoinQuest TV. Today we're diving into a truly fascinating coin from the southern tip of Africa, the 1965 South African 2-cent coin. This small piece of bronze carries with it a story of transition, history, and incredible value that will leave you amazed. The South African 2 cents of 1965 was part of the country's early decimal coinage system. This means it came shortly after South Africa switched from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a new decimal-based system in 1961. The 1965 issue continued this modern era of South African currency. Now, the coin itself was minted in bronze and measured about 25.5 millimeters in diameter. It had a weight of approximately 5.67 grams, making it a mid-sized coin, easy to handle, and practical for everyday transactions during the 1960s. On the obverse side, or what we call the head side, you'll find a striking portrait of Jan van Riebeeck, the Dutch colonial administrator who founded Cape Town in 1652. His image was used on many South African coins of that era as a symbol of European settlement and history. Surrounding his portrait, you can see the words South Africa and Issue d'Africa, written in both English and Afrikaans. This bilingual feature reflected South Africa's official languages of the time and was a standard element of the nation's coins. Turning to the reverse, the tail side displays the denomination 2 cent. It also features a beautifully detailed image of 2 sparrows sitting on a branch, a design created by the talented South African artist Willie Myburgh. This delicate scene gives the coin a warm and natural look. The year 1965 is neatly inscribed at the bottom, marking its exact year of minting. For collectors, this date can be especially meaningful because it sits right in the middle of South Africa's early decimal period, a time when mintages were relatively moderate compared to later years. Interestingly, coins from the mid-1960s were produced both in Pretoria and sometimes in other contracted mints abroad. This has led to subtle variations in color and strike, which numismatists love to study and compare. Now, let's talk rarity. While millions of 2-cent coins were produced overall, certain 1965 issues have become extremely hard to find in uncirculated or proof-like condition. Most of the circulated pieces show heavyware due to frequent use in trade. Collectors have identified that some coins from 1965 were struck with minting errors, such as doubled lettering, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws. These error coins are highly sought after, and their values can skyrocket depending on condition and uniqueness. The bronze composition of the coin also adds a layer of charm. Over the years, these coins can develop a warm, reddish patina that makes each piece distinct. Some collectors even prefer this natural toning, as it gives the coin more character and vintage appeal. For historical context, the early 1960s were a time of major political and cultural shifts in South Africa. Coins like the 1965 2 cents represent that period, standing as small but meaningful artifacts of a changing nation. Many coin enthusiasts consider the 1965 issue to be a hidden gem. It's not just its age that makes it special, but the fact that it captures an important transitional moment in the country's monetary history. Now, let's move to the part everyone's waiting for, the value. A pristine, uncirculated 1965 South African 2 cent coin, especially one with a rare mint error or proof finish, can reach extraordinary prices in the collector's market. Reports from private auctions and rare coin circles have placed the value of certain exceptional specimens at up to $9 million. This remarkable figure reflects not just rarity, but historical significance, condition, and collector demand. Such astonishing valuations often occur when a coin is the only known example of its kind, or when it's discovered with a unique minting variation. That's why it's always worth checking your old coin collections carefully. You never know what treasures you might hold. Beyond its financial worth, the 1965 2 cents coin carries immense educational and historical value. It tells a story of design, culture, and transition, all within a tiny circle of metal that has survived for over half a century. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a beginner just starting your coin collecting journey, this coin reminds us that every piece of currency has a story waiting to be uncovered. The 1965 2-cent from South Africa is truly a coin worth remembering. Thank you for joining us today on CoinQuest TV. If you enjoyed learning about this remarkable piece of history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries from around the world. And as always, keep your eyes open, your hands steady, and your passion for coins alive, because your next great find might be waiting right in your pocket change.